Hello, my name is Suzanne Schockman. This is the Australian Market Report for March 11th. The United States stocks market surged strongly overnight on good news the market has been waiting on for a long time. Citigroup has said the banking giant had been profitable for the first 2 months of 2009. Meanwhile, the market was also supported by the optimistic comments from United States Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke, an expectation on reinstatement of a rule that hinders short selling. Yesterday, the Australian market struggled for direction early on, but then found its feet later in the session to close higher, according to CMC Markets. The benchmark S&P ASX 200 index gained 30 points, or 0.95%, at 3,184.5, while the broader All Ordinaries rose 21.5 points, or 0.69%, to 3,143.2. Thomas Su, Research Director of MoneyCat Consulting, said they expect the Aussie Banks and Mining stocks will perform very strongly today, except for gold, which went down just over $22 last night. This, he said, will be a good day to accumulate more gold stocks. And now, onto some key economic facts and figures for the day. The ANZ Bank's survey found that total job advertisements in newspapers and on the internet had dropped 10.4% in the month of February, the largest monthly fall since the series began in 1999. The number of job advertisements in newspapers and on the internet fell by 39.8% in the 12 months to February. The National Australia Bank monthly business survey shows that business conditions in Australia slumped in February to a level last seen just after the 1990s recession. The index fell 9 index points to minus 20 points. However, the measure of business confidence rose slightly by 10 index points to minus 22 points in February. Today, the Australian Bureau of Statistics will release housing finance data for January, and the Westpac Melbourne Institute survey of consumer sentiment for March is due. And now for merger and acquisition news. Sundance Resources said yesterday the company will raise funds by a $5 million Australian dollar placement to Queensland mining magnate Ken Talbot and an underwritten share purchase plan. Mr. Talbot will boost his stake in Iron Ore Junior Sundance Resources to 22.1%. In important corporate news, Pacific Brands said retrenched workers could keep their jobs if a buyer can be found for its premises. The company will remain open to any approach from parties interested in buying and maintaining any part of its business. National Australia Bank Chief Executive Cameron Klein is expected to reveal hundreds of job cuts in Australia, New Zealand and Britain as part of a strategy update to the market, say sources within the group. Westpac has outlined a plan to overtake National Australia Bank as the nation's biggest lender to the $60 billion Australian dollar small and medium-sized business segment. Telstra plans to stem falling fixed-line revenues by an upgrade of the telecommunication giant's capital city's high-speed broadband network. The upgrade will also show that Telstra has an alternative to the federal government's multi-billion-dollar high-speed broadband plans. Telstra has confirmed the company's earnings guidance for fiscal 2009 after it was downgraded last month. And finally, trading in shares of Nexus Energy has been suspended pending an announcement. Nexus Energy is in talks to sell assets and is also considering debt-raising alternatives. And that's our Australian Market Report for today. Have a great and productive day.